no defeat, surrender, retreat.
So we struggling,
Fighting to eat,
and we wondering
when we'll be free. So we patiently wait for that fateful day. It's not far away, but for now we say,
when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like the way.
Football you can find anywhere on radio. My name is Wisdom to fly you through the ever exciting world of football. I have a co-pilot with me in the building. No need guessing. Victor Oriahi. Victor, welcome to the show.
Good evening to you, Wisdom, to everyone listening. Good evening. It is great to be here as usual.
All right, exciting stories making the rounds. Let's start with Nigerian story. Well, he's been the rave of the moment. Osimhen Victor. Not Victor here. Well, he's been rated as the fourth most expensive African footballer behind Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, and Nicolas Pepe by the CS Football Observatory. The CS released the list of top 100 costliest players in the world yesterday. Osimhen is... You're not surprised, are you?
No, I'm not surprised. 66th in the world. Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. But then you look at these rankings in Africa are really not giving so much. The youngsters especially. I mean, that's why now we've been talking about the likes of Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah. They are doing so well for themselves individually, but for club and country, no surprises there. The reason behind their huge market value. But let's hope that subsequently we're going to be seeing more African players do so well that big clubs will be able to pay big money for them.
All right, talking about another player making the news, Moses Simon hopes to fulfill his ambition of playing in the English Premier League after one failed attempt in the past. Simon came close to joining Brighton and Hove Albion a few years ago, but instead linked up with Spanish club Levante. Quoting him, he said, "It was very close, but I'm happy with my football. I'll take my career as it comes." Yes, I was aware of some big clubs seeking to sign me, or some clubs rather, like Brighton, showing strong interest with their package to sign me, but the deal did not see the light of the day. I don't want to go into details about what happened, but I have a strong desire to play in the EPL. This is my dream. But things happen in football, and I believe everything is for my good. When it's time, it is time. I believe in destiny. Big name he is now in the lower ranks of French football now, in quote. Do you see him maybe making this move? He's not the youngest he's not 21. I think he's around 24, 25. Do you see him making that move to the EPLs anytime soon?
Yeah, I think he can do it. He can make that move to the English Premier League, but it's not going to be next season, maybe in 2 seasons' time. If he's able to replicate the same performance that he had while playing with Nantes this season, next season as well, it will be really impressive for him. I mean, he was voted Nantes' best player. It just shows you how instrumental, how key he was in that particular team. If Moses Simon is able to replicate that same feat next season, he might just be getting a deal to an English Premier League side. Of course, maybe not the top 6 clubs, but he can find a way to make it into teams. Newcastle United, Sheffield United. It won't be a bad one for him. He wants to play in the Premier League, and I believe he might get that shot.
Well, if Igalo could play in Manchester United at 30,
I tell you,
anything is possible. After only playing for Watford. Well, Mario Balotelli's saga at Brescia took another embarrassing twist today, after the striker was refused entry to the club's training ground. Balotelli's deal at Brescia is due to be terminated after he missed several training sessions, frustrating club owner Massimo Cellino. While the termination is yet to be finalized, Balotelli has still made attempts to attend training, but was turned away at the gates. A video posted on social media shows Balotelli approaching the gates before security personnel informed him he would not be allowed in. As reported by Gazzetta dello Sport, Balotelli had previously sent a medical certificate to Brescia, informing them he was unable to train, why he was unable to train, which is due to expire on Wednesday. Victor, he said he has been suffering from a bout of gastroenteritis, but had recovered prior to Tuesday's training. Victor, how do you see this one ending? Will he play again for Brescia?
He might not play again for Brescia. I mean, we did hear Brescia coach talk about how Mario Balotelli was not such a good signing. A lot of persons said, okay, Balotelli is coming back to Italy. Maybe he will be able to get back to that top form that he was in during his days with the likes of Manchester City. But it's not been the case. Of course, Mario Balotelli is a hothead. it's quite difficult to manage players like him. And right now, I am quite impressed by the stance the Brescia management has decided to take, not letting him into the training ground. But then, if you give them a medical certificate, I believe they do not believe it, and maybe that's the reason why. But I think that this might just be the end for Balotelli's in Brescia. He might just be making a move to another team, maybe not a top flight team, not in the top 5 leagues, but he might just be making a move to probably, I don't want to say China.
All right, I wonder who would be willing to deal with him, and he's not the youngest of players. Gastroenteritis, he said he was suffering from. Well, time will tell if he will be playing for the club. Let's move to the other parts of Europe now. Of course, England majorly. Watford goalkeeper Ben Foster has agreed a new 2-year contract to keep him at the club until the age of 39. Foster made his Hornets debut while on loan in 2005 and has made nearly 150 appearances in 2 spells. The former England international has been ever present in the Premier League this season, making 89 saves. Watford in 17th place resumed their Premier League season against Leicester on Saturday 20th. Liverpool midfielder Adam Lallana has agreed to extend his deal with the club until the end of the season. Now, the England international was set to leave on a free transfer when his contract runs out on the 30th of June. The 2019-2020 season will restart on 17 June after a 100-day break because of the coronavirus pandemic, and Lallana will now leave when the season ends. Okay, Victor, he would leave at the end of the season, expectedly, but this man shouldn't be staying in Liverpool, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be staying in Liverpool. That's next season. I do not expect to see Adam Lallana in Liverpool. He has done well for them, no doubt about that. Even in the English Premier League, I see he might just be leaving the English Premier League, but then this guy has been in England almost all of his life. I think he might just be leaving the English Premier League, but then he has been quite instrumental. Maybe
Spain,
probably Scotland, or I think more of Scotland.
Okay,
but then he has been quite instrumental on your club side in their feats this season. I mean, nobody will want
I wanted to ask you.
If it takes them to
if it takes
season,
1 year and 6 months, I will
keep extending my contract. I will go on my knees to beg them. But then it's quite. Adam Lallana is quite impressive, but then I think it's good that he might just be leaving the club. That's after this season ends.
All right. The funny part of it for that man's career is, you won't believe it, but at the end of Adam Lallana's career, Adam Lallana is a Champions League winner. Adam Lallana is a Super Cup winner. Adam Lallana has won the Club World Cup. Adam Lallana
is going to win
the English Premier League. It will shock you. Let's talk about Raheem Sterling. Now, progressing the fight against racism will only come in football when more black players become managers. England and Manchester City forward Raheem Sterling says thousands of people have taken part in anti-racism matches in UK following the death of American George Floyd on the 25th of May in Minneapolis. Quoting him, said the protest is a great starting point to make your voice to be heard, but just protesting alone is not going to make a change in this country. Now, he gave a very funny example, and I think, Victor, you just quickly threw light on that one. Now, talking about black, Asian, minority ethnic players. Now, I said as an example, he compared 4 former England internationals making their way in management. Chelsea's Frank Lampard and Rangers' Steven Gerrard, both white, and they were giving Chelsea and Rangers as their starting point. So Campbell, Ashley Cole, established players were successful also, gave their beats in football, both black. So Campbell was giving South End in the lower rungs of English football. Ashley Cole was giving Chelsea's under 15s. I don't know, but everybody beginning to talk.
Well, I don't know what to say about this particular issue. If it's I mean, there are other white managers that are also not giving. So it's not like if it's just a white thing, every white manager is giving them the big club.
But I want to ask you, Victor. I want to ask you, and I want you to say this sincerely. Have you ever seen the English Premier League? At least, have you ever seen 5 English managers that are black, full managers, not assistants, not what have you, that are black? Have you seen any coach Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea?
No, I haven't.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's talk about the French League. France's highest administrative court has confirmed the Ligue 1 season will end early as planned, but suspended the relegation of Amiens and Toulouse. The league was cancelled in April on a points per game basis, with Paris Saint-Germain named champions and Ligue 2 sides Lorient and Lens promoted. However, Amiens and Toulouse, the French top flight bottom two clubs, could still be demoted because the State Council ruled that the French Football League must re-examine its structure of the top two divisions. Tuesday's ruling could potentially lead to a 22-team Ligue 1 for the 2020-2021 season, an increase of 2 sides. The appeal against the original decision by the LFP to end the season, which was suspended on 13th March because of the coronavirus pandemic, was brought by Lyon, Amiens, and Toulouse. Lyon, I'm not sure they will be getting anything from this one.
But Amiens and Toulouse, they've been fighting for it from the very instant it was named or said that the season will be is cancelled and they will be most likely relegated. They've been fighting for it, and I think it's good. But then, will they eventually be successful in this particular case? We wait to see. 22 team in the French Ligue 1. I believe they could handle it, but then that means by next season they might just be relegating 4 teams. When you look at all of that, last you want to say it looks like they might just stick with their decision of Amiens and Toulouse being relegated.
Lisbon is the favourite to host an 8-team Champions League knockout tournament in August if it is given the go-ahead by governing body UEFA. UEFA is planning to move the final from Istanbul, where it was due to be held on 30th May, for the new format. The Europa League final, due to be held in Gdansk, Poland, on 27th May, is likely to be moved to Germany. Europe's Continental Cup competitions were stopped in March because of the coronavirus pandemic. UEFA's executive committee will make its decision on the 17th of June. Victor, a new format tournament.
Because I've been thinking about it, the traveling home and away, how exactly are you going to go about that? But right now they've decided to birth this option.
All right, quickly on the transfer tidbits before we gradually start packing our bags. Manchester United failed in an £89 million bid for Barcelona's Ansu Fati after giving up on Jadon Sancho. That's the Borussia Dortmund Sancho, according to the Sport. I think this is...
Come on, please.
Ajax have confirmed that Manchester United and also...
Yeah.
that would be a good move for Manchester United.
I cannot say, because I've seen quite a number of Ajax players. Last season, there were so many Ajax superstars that moved, and eventually they did not do well in the teams they moved. So you look at, what's his name that plays in Juventus now? Matthijs de Ligt. Frankie de Jong as well. I do not think they were successful at their clubs. Maybe Donny van de Beek could be the icebreaker, or he could just be following their footsteps.
All right, Manchester United are close to the valuation necessary to sign Fiorentina and Italian forward Federico Chiesa. This is according to the Star. Chelsea are set to pursue Bayer Leverkusen's German forward Kai Havertz. Do you think they would also get Timo Werner and think of Havertz?
No. I don't think so.
Well, Chelsea are challenging Tottenham and Borussia Dortmund to sign Flamengo's Brazilian midfielder Guessing. He's now 23. They've been chasing that young man since he was 18. Now, Arsenal midfielder Henrik Mkhitaryan wants to make a permanent move to Roma after the Armenian 31 joined the Serie A side on a season-long loan last summer. This is according to Goal.com. Nobody needs, or maybe as an Arsenal fan, if you are an Arsenal fan, that is, would you want Mkhitaryan in Arsenal?
Yeah, I enjoyed watching him play at Arsenal, especially even with Manchester United. I enjoyed watching him play. Maybe returning to Arsenal would not be a bad idea for Henrik Mkhitaryan. He could just flourish under Mikel Arteta.
Manchester United are set to agree new contracts with left-back Brandon Williams and goalkeeper Dean Henderson, who has spent the last 2 seasons on loan with Sheffield United. Everton could move for PSG captain Thiago Silva after he merged the French club will not offer the 35-year-old Brazilian defender a new deal. Well, Thiago Silva, big move for any club, even if it's 35.
I tell you, big move for any club. He's a veteran. He's amazing, top quality defender. And if he goes to any club, even at that particular age, I think he will still excel. Maybe even if it was just 1 year or 2 years.
All right, on that note, we call it a wrap on today's edition of Soccer Nation, the best 15 minutes of football you can find anywhere on radio. I did the show with Victor Oriahi. Thank you so much for your time. My name is Wisdom Obinai. I'm your Superman in the world of sports, the man who can never leave football for snowball. As always, stay safe and join us tomorrow. The program, of course, makes a return same time.
We fight their battles, then they deceive us. Try to control us, they couldn't hold us, 'cause we just move forward like buffalo soldiers. We struggling, fighting to eat, and we wondering.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM. Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM. The voice of the people.
Tell me what you want. I can be your friend. I can be your muse. Call my name and I'll be there. Do you know me? Do you know me? I am Dave Roberts, your favorite guy on radio.
Can love you better through the stormy weather.
Catch me when you can.
Cause you're Peter Pan, you're no landing never. Have you ever felt this?
Fast forward, can't rewind, yeah. Baby, fast forward, I love the way you run, yeah. So, baby, fast forward, I love the way you run. Baby, fast forward, can't rewind, yeah. Woyo, 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 hey. Woyo, 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 sound boy. Woyo, 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 woyo. Baby, fast forward. Be a back again, a back again. Woyo, 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 woyo. Woyo, 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 woyo. Original Batman. Woyo, 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 woyo. Woyo, 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 woyo. Everybody now. Fast forward. Yeah. Fast forward.
All right, sound boy, T Maya, Igberi Papa, one of Bielsa. So many names for this legendary, wonderful singer. Like, I just can't grasp, what this guy does when he gets into the studio. Like, every single time he says something, it's a hit. Everybody just has to dance. Everybody just has to move. Timaya, thank you so much for making us dance. I hope you did dance. I went, into the archives to dig for that particular one. I've been grooving to it, from the beginning of today, in my house. I just want to just play something from, our number one South superstar, Igberi Papa Timaya. And on that note, I want to welcome you to the Recap, that show where you get to hear all the latest juicy gossip and gist in the world of entertainment. My name is Dave Roberts, your favorite guy on radio, your exotic zaddy dripping with opulence, and somebody who just showed up.
All right,
he just came in like, yo, what's going on?
Yo.
And we dressed.
We're
giving
you like everything. You know how we do it.
Your radioactive brothers, yes.
Radioactive brothers, all right.
Giving you everything.
The morning show was quite nice, all right. We talked about lots of stuff. We talked about DJ Copy. Dave was trying to steal my crush. But that's story.
Are we having that conversation again?
That's story for another day. We'll have that conversation off air. Away from that, we talked about Davido, who is being said, allegedly, according to rumors, he's about to have
the investigative journalist.
From the investigative
who just
journalist
takes it as a I don't want to use any word.
I don't know
the word to just say. She's just
really
everywhere.
But honestly, that's the word. She's everywhere. She's everywhere. She came out to say, okay, look, Davido is expecting the baby with his fourth baby mama. And, I was surprised by that. Although it hasn't been confirmed. But at the same time, it's like, guy, Alpha, you just proposed to Chioma.
And what's going on?
Like what's happening? Raindrops, just like raindrops.
Be careful when you want to use your device.
Verify what's going on. I do hope, it's just...
people have been acting back to her before you got with Chioma. And so many things, surrounding this whole issue right now. That word alone, it's something that scares most men.
I tell you, like, it scares most men.
Most
It scares,
men.
like, the guts that you have as a man.
Yeah, like when you want to come out and just say, yeah.
I don't want to take this to heart, Like, I really do feel like Davido would come out, like, pretty soon to say something. Because, I mean, like, why?
Why?
But, like, it's I mean, people
Like,
make
you can't
mistakes,
just deal with one and you're adding,
I mean,
you
like,
know.
I'm here struggling to deal,
I get
as
you.
in-
I get you. I feel your pain, bro.
Married men like us, like, we do our best.
By the way, I wanted to say something. Judging from things that have been happening of recent,
Okay.
people doing funny things and people, trying their best as much as they can to live off other people's hard work. There are other people who still do pretty nice stuff, and I don't know if the guy is listening. One of my friends,
Are you for real?
in River State, Port Harcourt, right here, yeah.
This same Port Harcourt.
Yeah, so wherever you are, I heard the guy's name is Dave, so I'm going to do it. David's collectively. We represent, man. Like, we do not.
Like, shout out to you, man. Like, we don't with a sense of responsibility and a sense of that was noble.
Yeah.
That was
My God. The expression on your face alone tells me, like,
50. No, chill. 50 million naira.
yeah. 0000951 or 0810951.
Could be blessings, man.
In
It could be
disguise.
blessings in disguise. Man, but honestly, if I see 50 mil, it's 50 million, brother.
Million. If you call it million,
I think
it
I'll
sounds.
report. Depends on the situation. If I'm sure this is stolen politician money, then I might not do the same.
Let's make this go. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Welcome to
Good
the
evening.
show. What's your name?
Yes, Andy calling from Port Harcourt.
Andy, with the way.
Oh my God, Eddie.
And you will
Okay.
even go to church
Okay.
and give
You know
tithes
what?
and
You know what?
give testimonies.
I'll give thanks.
It looks like a blessing, man.
Jesus Christ. And
The circumstances in which somebody would see that kind of money would be really shady, okay? Yeah, it would be really shady, okay? Like, I could almost bet my guts that, look, this would be stolen politician money. 50 million just on the streets, cash.
what if
Is illegal money.
What if the politician looked at it and was like, "Yo, this is going to be like
So,
extra load
it
for
depends.
me."
It depends. If I am sure that money is stolen politician money, and like they were just looking for a way to just like let it go, that happens sometimes. Then I might just, it might be palliatives for me.
You might just.
It might be palliatives. But like if I'm not sure, the situation and the circumstance makes me know that this cash, then I have to return it. As a good Nigerian citizen, what you should do is return it. Do not mind,
Bolu,
please.
don't tempt yourself right now.
Do not mind,
You can
please.
lie to everybody, but you can't lie to yourself.
What about you, Dave?
Dude? I'm
What are you
run.
doing?
I'll run so fast and so far, we're bigger than 50 million now. What's 50 million?
Like I think I saw one story. Okay, don't worry, we'll do that tomorrow. I saw the story. I'm really trying to recall,
remember,
yeah.
right?
We'll do that tomorrow.
Let's put you on the hotspot right now. If you saw 50 million naira randomly, you're just taking a stroll in your estate and you just, having this very nice conversation with your. Let me put you in a very dicey position. Your wife is due to give birth. And you guys are just talking like, yo, like I would really like our kids to this baby coming to grow in a very nice, conducive environment somewhere, in one very beautiful part of the world. And she's like, hey, babe, look. And you're like, okay, what's that? She said, look at this bag. And you're like, okay, what's that? Let's just check the bag. And it's like,
50 million.
50 million. What would you do? Call us up.
The way you put it, yeah, it looks like temptation. Though, but
It's a temptation, obviously. Call us up, let us know. 0817-0000951 or 0817-951-0951. Or you could send a text message to the number 0701-933-9962. Okay. So we talked about some things in the morning. We talked about DJ Cuppy coming out to, stand for, Black lives, but the whole things and trends going on around the world right now. The hashtag Black Lives Matter. By the way, have you noticed that there are no more trends on Twitter as regards rape?
the trends have been dying down. I knew that was going to happen at some point. It was just like early rage, and it's actually quite sad to see that happen. I told you at the time that many of the people who were talking and who were at the forefront on social media were doing so because of clout. They were just chasing clout. They were trying to be relevant.
Yeah,
like
and
stay
like, you know,
and stuff.
since
And
my
like,
guy is
and like-
talking, let me
and-
just come
yeah,
out
exactly.
and talk.
And like since that was like the rave at the moment, since that was what everybody was talking about, they decided to use that same moment, okay, to gain some gather some attention, which was quite sad. I honestly wouldn't want us to forget about this. It's still an issue. It's still something we have rife in the society. It's still something that happens. I mean, we have people get raped
Every
single
day,
in this country. So it's something we should just really focus on. And another thing that happened, okay, was that the fake rape allegations or the false rape allegations sort of like overshadowed the actual ones.
Yeah.
And I feared that was going to happen. I said, look, this is going to happen. We need to be careful.
Let's take this call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
What's your name?
Good evening. I'm Barry, not coming from.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Barry. Tell us, what will you do? 50 million right in front of you.
My brother, God bless you. Know.
Oh,
Are you for real? God's blessing.
He can bless man through anyway.
oh my
True
God.
anyway.
You're already
Okay,
sounding like a
okay.
preacher and
Okay.
justifying the fact that you saw 50 million.
But
I
you
love it. I'm
okay.
I'm praying for that kind of thing.
In fact, me too, I'm praying for it.
God bless you.
National
you very much.
Associations of Prayer Warriors.
Jesus
praying
Christ.
for 50 million.
And do you
Like,
know- do you
honestly
know-
though,
Do you know that's the way some people feel? Like they don't want to work, they don't want to do anything, but
that's
God
the point.
just
I was going to make that point. Like the Bible says, God will bless the work of
your hand.
So what work did you do to
To
just
get-
see the 50 million?
God. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Good evening.
Am I on to Today FM?
Yes, you
you're on
are.
to Today FM.
Okay, my name is Samadina.
Okay.
Okay, Gina, what would you do? What would you do? Tell us.
If I should see 15 million on
Yeah,
the road,
on just
eh,
on the road.
I'm running as fast as my legs.
You're like me.
can-
See, you are like me.
What if I think that 15 million I turn into a tuber of yam?
Oh, ho.
And then who will come to my savings? Then, what if I
So
take
you're not going to
15
touch the money?
naira- No, what if I take the 50 million naira home and then I can't...
You're not like Dave. Because Dave was thinking about running away with the money.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Who and who do you follow on social media, like Instagram?
Who and who will I follow?
Do you follow right now? Do you like Cardi B? Do you like name them Regina Daniels? Do you like following them on Instagram?
I don't follow those.
Okay. I wanted to ask because judging from their kind of lives and the kind of things they buy and wear, I would have like, okay, are you sure you don't want to, just pick up and buy one Brazilian hair and look very nice?
Yeah, those could be very, very tempting, but I'm not that one that fly kind of person.
You're not
You're not going
materialistic.
to take that money.
Like that.
Are
Wow.
you
cool.
married? Are you married?
No.
Dave, do you want to marry her?
No, I'm just asking
I
because
don't understand.
You are the kind of person who would not disturb your husband for all those
Who tell
materialistic things.
Yeah, that's me.
You
You're
see,
right.
Oh, that's a
you see
lie.
the connection. Are you seeing the connection?
I don't
Bolu
believe-
is hating
I-
on you right
No,
now.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying,
Yeah, you
Are
just
you
said.
sure you're not the kind of person that will ask your husband? Who doesn't ask their husband for money? Like, that's just all shades of wrong.
Oh my
But
God.
like, it's cool to see that there are still people that have
Do the right
moral, do the
things,
right thing.
you
But
know.
she said it. She said the reason why she was doing the right thing wasn't because of like not taking the money. It was because of fear. Like, what if I turn to good? That was what she said.
Like taking a cue
And I'm
from
like, oh,
from the Bible. When you turn back, you turn into a pillar of salt or something like that.
but I would take that risk.
Let anything that wants to happen happen.
Honestly, man. But I do understand like where she's coming from. It's quite cool.
And you start hearing voices like, do you know what this money can do for you?
dude,
Brother,
that's a life.
like you could travel
changing-
out of the I wanted to say travel out of the world. No. Can't
These days,
travel out
people
of
are
the
traveling
world.
out of the world, man. People are going to Mars.
Where are you going to?
Elon Musk. I see you, bro.
Oh my God. And so we were talking about this very funny stuff. If you saw 50 million naira on the ground and you just had the opportunity to do the right thing, just choose, what would you do? pick it up, or just run very, very far, very far, and never look back. Is that possible? Call us up 0817-000-0951 or 0810-951-0951. Do we have any text messages?
Okay, yeah. We have one. This one says, "Good evening, Dave and Bolu. If I see that money after discussing about giving my child the best life, I will take it as manna from heaven.
Manna.
I cannot throw away God's blessings." Lots of people would do Thanksgiving after the other experience.
Do you know the answer in my
answer, bro? Like, she doesn't even have to.
Also follow us on socials, Dave Melford Roberts, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
And for me on Instagram, it's Bolutifeh. That's BOUTIFEH _. On Twitter, the Bolutifeh. That's THEBOLUTIFEH.
All right. Area talk tomorrow. We get to do lots and lots of the things we did today. Have yourself a wonderful night. I'll leave you with Tima.
This life I can't keep myself. I can't keep myself. Oh, I can't keep myself. Oh, I can't keep myself. Allow me to flex. Benny good. Rock the mic, me I rock the show west. In speaking mind the people best. Everybody wants to be the best, but you glad them for I can't keep myself. Oh, I can't keep myself. Some people say I go babalawo. Never. Tell them, no be anybody they carry me past. Nobody know me and they pray and fast. Only God they carry me past. Only my Jehovah they carry me past. Nobody they carry me past. This life I can't keep myself. They don't clap. Whenever I win, life we dey live.
See?